So this will be called what you want your true reality to be. And that may be a various multitude of different things. Whether it be health, good health, someone else's outcome, or wellness, a financial goal, some type of life goal, whatever that is, whatever you, if you're not really happy with your reality right now, which I would say a lot of people have that that issue, and they're trying to work towards a particular outcome to get what reality they want to have. And I'll be transparent, and I will share some of my realities. I've already shared quite a few of what I want to actually happen, what I want as far as my reality already years prior, and I'm working on those. But what I want is to share something that I learned recently regarding changing your way of thinking. So recently I've came across a particular author by the name of Ken Wilber, and he has a book called The Power of Integral Thinking. Okay, it's a joint venture with Tony Robbins, and it challenges you to change your thinking so you can achieve some type of success towards whatever you wanted to accomplish. So you can basically think your way into whatever reality that you want to have. So I'm gonna get right into it. I said I'm gonna try to do more uploads. This is the attempt to do so. Okay. Habit forces repetition. Repetition forces habit. So, anyways, one of the first steps that you get to is obviously what your reality is right now, whatever that is, the current reality. Okay. Then, as far as thinking, okay, what solutions do you have for your particular reality, as far as what can you do, as far as micro steps at the very, like, I'm talking about the very, like, today or tomorrow, what can you do to change your outcome? Like, for example, if you have a financial goal, what can you do tomorrow or today to get to that particular goal? Like, for example, I'll be transparent. I've said I will. I believe that I would like to have at least $500,000 plus, as far as what I kind of want my reality to be. I need at least $500,000 or more, and more would be anything over $500,000. That's enough to most likely get me out of the workforce permanently right away, and I can get basically the house I want, the neighborhood I want to live in, everything else, pretty much set in stone. That's fine. Okay, because basically I'm very typical as far as what I want. I just basically want a comfortable living environment, a very, very comfortable living environment, and like basically just kind of a suburban um, living environment where very low crime, and you could walk outside or run outside, and you don't have to worry about someone, you know basically your safety being a problem or issue. You know, a lot of other things. Landscaping is, you know, surroundings, environment is clean, and all of the things that you would expect from, let's just say, like a B or A neighborhood. So that's my actual goal. I mean, how far I'm away from it, uh, it seems like it's very, very far away, but I believe that it's very, very possible. I believe it's something that could be done within a day, um, if if certain risks were taken. I would say it would be something I could accomplish in one day. That's the quickest I believe that this can particularly, um, this actual solution, or this this solution can be done. It's like it could be done in one day. The probability of it being done in one day, highly unlikely, most likely, highly unlikely, given the probability. But that's not necessarily what this is about. It's about coming up with your problem, analyzing certain solutions or some things that you could do to get to that probability that you want to have, or the actual reality that you want to have, by coming up with solutions to solve that problem. So, basically, you could write things down. I definitely would say there's a law. I forgot what it's called, but it's one of the, like, laws, like Murphy Law or something like that, where half of your problem is already solved by writing it down. By whatever, like, problem that you have, half of it is already solved by actually physically writing it down. The other half is obviously coming up with the solution. So, like, yeah, you could write it down and, basically analyze your thoughts as far as possible solutions. Like, you could meditate before you go to sleep. You can use that time to come up with solutions, and it just have it on your mind. I definitely would recommend to add, like, some type of, like, um, maybe even like picture board or something like that, to kind of get your mind and envision this reality that you want to have, and work on that way. So yeah, so um, the second part obviously is the actual reality. So the first part is, basically your problems you have right now, your reality right now, versus the reality that you want to have, trying to meet in the middle and come up with some type of solution based off of what you can do right now, as of right now, or even work on to come up with that solution to solve that problem, to come up with that reality that you want to have. And basically that's pretty much the solutions in a nutshell. Like, you basically, whatever problem that you have that is your current reality, basically coming up with some type of solution, analyzing certain solutions that you could work on right away as soon as possible, and basically solving that problem, creating that reality for yourself. It's all, by various forms. It's definitely manifestation is part of that, but basically you are using daily meditation and also action. Okay, thinking, meditation, action, and being solution oriented as far as what do I need to do to get to this reality as soon as I possibly can. Because whatever, like for me, like I say, I want to just like the job I have now is cool. It's like really like, man, it's perfect. It just doesn't really pay that much. So obviously that's a problem. So and then another thing is with this, the problems between the problems that you have now is probably even micro problems within this same problem that you have to solve and deal with. Like for example, for myself, is trying to make more money and maybe possibly have the same type of work, like as far as work life, like some type of remote position or something like that. So, or just doing whatever I need to do to continuously get to the goal of the reality that I want to actually have. So, I've been doing that over time, but one of the things that I think that this is going to help me and it's probably going to help you is most likely writing things down and actually working out all of these problems, trying to come up with some solutions. So obviously one of the things are maybe trying to figure out a way to make more money with your work. Like with me, transparently is maybe trying to complete some certifications, changing careers. Like maybe I'm working IT, so maybe trying to get into cybersecurity. Okay, because cybersecurity is pretty hot as far as a field, and then it pays typically pays more than what I make now. Okay, so dealing with that is just one thing as far as work. Then it's other things as well, because the more you make from your job, the more you can invest, the more you can do as far as use that money to get to the overall goal that you want to have. And again, also there's other problems, like other people have problems as well. Like when you get money, one of the problems that people have typically, and I used to have this problem, is not, I don't have this problem as bad as I used to, was when you get money, you go out and buy clothes, and you get a more a newer car, or better newer car, or whatever, and you spend money on that, and you um, buying a bunch of stuff, or even you know extending yourself out financially. So basically, those things actually, those are like goal killers, or even reality killers, if you want to say. Because okay, you go out and get a car and you get a car payment. I just paid my car off, right? So if I went, and the temptation is very strong for me to just go get another car, because I'm actually having problems with my cars, especially the car that I've just recently paid off. So the temptation would be just go get another car, and then I'm gonna have to, like, my car payment was like $350 something. Well, I'll probably have the same type of payment or even more, right? Because when I got my car, cars wasn't that expensive, but then now cars are like kind of high, so that might be more, and then it might be for longer periods of time, so those things are going to rob me from and put extra stress on me as well every month to actually pay this, versus not having to pay that, and I can use that that energy, which money is a frequency, it's an energy. I can use that. I can shift that frequency to the solutions to come up with the reality that I want to have. You know, so those things a lot of people actually do that, are problems, right? Because if you want a particular financial reality that's better than the one you have, those are, like I said, many problems that you have to, like, don't look at it just like one solution. It might be multiple solutions because you got multiple problems. It might be you masturbate too much and you need to do something else, like go take a walk or go do some type of physical activity that does not involve masturbating. It might be you're spending too much time online and you're not really making any money online. You need to probably go, maybe do some cold calling or something, or calling some people and having some conversations about business or something, versus just going online and just wasting your time doom scrolling. So all of these things are, like I say, like many problems that have to be solved. It's usually going to be, I would say, for most people, I would say it's going to be not just one problem that you're going to have that it's taking you from your reality that you want to have. It's going to be like a whole bunch of problems, and it's going to be, instead of having one problem and one solution, not looking at it just like that, it's going to be a bunch of problems, might even be micro problems related to that problem, that you have to come up with solutions for all of these problems, solutions for all of these many problems within this one problem of many problems that you have, to come up with solutions that overall come up with this, the main solution to get to that reality. You know, it might be a habit of making your bed, cleaning your house, turning on some music and cleaning your house, or paying a house cleaner to clean your house every week. It's a lot of things. It's a lot of habits that you will have to most likely have in order to get to this reality. Okay, you would have to change your ways and what you do to get to this reality. So, these are, this is something that's very inspirational. Something that like I said, I just recently kind of came across, and I just decided to, share the knowledge. You know, a lot of what people have is, I would say, mostly financial related, but it might be other things. Uh, you could just, basically use this to, whatever reality that you would like to have, come up with some type of, solution for to get to that reality.